Hey, it's Sammy for another episode of the IdOMUSIC podcast, and our goal and our mission is to empower and educate musicians and artists worldwide. And on today's episode, we sat down with the current radio mix show coordinator at Warner Records, Malcom the Mayor, discussing his journey in marketing and promotions, learning early on as an intern at Hot 97, and never working a 9-to-5. Hey, it's Sammy for another episode of the IdOMUSIC podcast, and I'm sitting down with Malcom Bush, Malcom the Mayor here. He is the current mix show coordinator for Warner Records now.
Yep.
Yes. How you feeling?
What's good? What up?
What up? He's like, I've seen all of my friends and people I worked with on this podcast. It's about that time.
Yeah, man, I was supposed to get on this joint, but, you know.
Everything happens in the right time.
Facts.
So, okay, I said you were a radio mix show coordinator or a mix show coordinator.
Yeah.
At Warner Records, which is no longer Warner Brothers. We just had to talk about that.
Yeah.
So let me say that correctly. But what exactly is your role as the radio mix show coordinator?
Okay, basically, in order for you to even get a type of gig like this, you got to have, like, connections, contacts. So me running the streets, doing street team back in the day, promotions, club promo, you know, you build a relationship with these DJs and, you know what I'm saying, what they do is like they start off from the streets, they do the clubs, the colleges, and then if they want to make that a full-term career, what they do is they go to the radio. Mm-hmm. So I know mostly all these guys from my day one. So when I got this job, I'm like, dang, all of them on the radio. This job gonna be easy. I already know them. So it's like a relationship. Yo, man, I got this new Wale record. You know what I'm saying? I need you to drop it for me. So that's like really my job, to really network with my people that I really already know, make new contacts on top of that, and try to get them to play the record on the radio. And that counts as spins. And, you know, that's what the company want. They want their songs played on the radio. They want their songs played in the club.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can do that.
That's what I do.
That's what you do. So you're actually originally from New York, and we're talking about you being, you know, Atlanta being your second home. But how did you even get your foot in the door in music and the entertainment space? Like, how'd you know this was something you wanted to do, an interest of yours? Like, talk about growing up in New York City.
Oh, man, yo. Boy, I could talk all day about that, man. Like, I'm a 80s baby, man. I'm really a hip-hop. Like, I'm from Brooklyn, like, so I seen, like, you know, I'm from Tompkins Projects, you know what I'm saying? That's down the block from where Jay-Z's from, Marcy Projects. Mm-hmm. So, like, the gold rope chains, the dude with the damn radio, I seen all that as a kid. So I embellished that. I'm hip-hop. The way I walk, the way I talk, I'm hip-hop. So my parents, they from, you know what I'm saying? They was from the South. They met each other in New York. Boom. Had me. New York, baby. They were like corporate. Not really corporate, but they both had regular jobs. My pops had to wear a suit and tie every day. My mom's was a manager for the Teamsters and stuff like that. And I would see them like get up every day, walk me to school, go to work.
The same routine.
Same routine every day. And I knew day one that was just one point that I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, have a job. I wanted something that I loved and what I did. And hip-hop was what I loved and what I did. That's all I did, listen to music. I wake up, put the music on. It's all hip-hop. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you want to skip, like, did I answer your question? Because
yeah.
I could go on and on for that.
No, we were just gonna talk. We're just having a conversation.
Right,
so yeah, I mean, you gave me a little snippet of why you love hip hop, how you got introduced. I mean, obviously New York is where it all started.
Facts.
So you've worked with a number of different companies over the years. One of the ones that stuck out is Hot 97, of course.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about working at Hot 97 in New York and how did you land that opportunity? Why, or how did you get there, and what did you learn throughout that experience? Like, let's start there.
All right, bet. Now, I interned at Hot 97, but before I interned at Hot 97, I interned at The Source magazine when it was popping. Mm-hmm. I'm old, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm old head. You know what I mean? This is when magazines was out. You know what I'm saying? You talking to an old head. But I did the Source, and then before that, I interned at Loud Records. This is when like Raekwon, the Purple Tape came out, Big Pun. So I was like a young, I was a baby in that.
How old were you when you started interning?
I started my first intern when I was like 16.
Oh, wow.
So,
But how did you hear about that? Like you just...
it's a guy named Anthony Marshall, who stayed in my area. He had this thing called the Lyricist Lounge that was popping back in the days. And I was just hanging on the corner, man, and I seen this, my man was fly. You know what I'm saying? He ain't look like he sold drugs, but he would just always come through the block, fly, dap me up. Yo, what's up, young blood? Stuff like that. So I asked him what he did. And he was like, yeah, man, I got this artist called the Cellar Dwellers. They back in Brooklyn, they were kind of big. So I was like, man, I'm trying to get an internship, man. I'm in school, you know what I'm saying? Help me out. So I thought he was playing around, but he's like, yo, I got you. And then like a month later, he saw me on the corner, because that's all I did in Brooklyn, hang out with me and my people. And he's like, man, come with me to the record label. And I went up there, and he hooked it up.
Wow.
Like I was in there with Steve Rifkin. I don't know if y'all know who Steve Rifkin is. He's the he owns Loud Records, but he had Big Pun, Mobb Deep, at the Alcoholics. They were popping back in the day. Mm-hmm. And I was just up there like, I'm 16, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wow, I'm seeing ODB walking, I'm seeing Raekwon come through, I'm seeing Mobb Deep. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And the people in the office, they look like they wasn't doing nothing. They just be on the phone sitting down listening to music all day. And I'm like, yo, they get paid for this?
Right.
Like, yo, you get paid to do this? They was doing nothing. That's what I thought. They ain't doing nothing. So I'm like, damn, I need to get in on this. So my man who I'm working with, who I was interning with, he had left and got a job at Interscope Records. Mm-hmm. So my internship was over. So I got this call one day out of the blue. I'm just hanging out on the corner, same thing, going to school, whatever. And he had hit me up. He said, yo, man, Angie Martinez from Hot 97 and need an intern. Yo, you still trying to do? I was like, hell yeah. He's like, yo, I'm going to hook it up. Once again, I'm thinking, nah, man, these dudes is playing. Yo, shorty called my Angie Martinez called my crib now.
Shorty called my phone.
Yeah, yo, look, like Angie Martinez in New York is a celebrity.
Yeah,
like New York City back in the days, all these like the radio meant something. Like they were stars. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So her calling my crib asking for me, I was like, oh, I was kind of starstruck. She's like, yeah, we need an intern come in for an interview. My man Chris LaMonica hooked it up. Come through, so I went through the next day, did the interview. She was like, yo, I like your enthusiasm. Just don't be no groupie when you see the artist here, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, and then I got up in there, and I was, it just started it off for me, man.
That was the bug.
Yo, listen, man, I got a chance to see Janet Jackson. I'm talking about, I'm like 17. I was around Janet Jackson. This is when Mace and the Locks was popping. Puff Daddy came up through there. Yo,
what were you learning at the time? What did you take away from Hot 97?
You know what I learned there, man? You can't be in this music industry. You can't be starstruck. Like you got to treat these people like they regular folks. So that's what I learned. Like you got to be just humble. Treat these people like they regular folks. Don't be no groupie. Don't be all up on them and all around them. So that's really where I learned how to move in the music industry, by that's being young and absorbing that. And it taught me a lot. That's why I'm still in the game, you know what I'm saying, 15, 20 years later. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So then you end up moving to Atlanta. Why did you move to Atlanta?
I went to college. I went to Morris Brown College.
Okay.
Like, this is when, like, if you ever seen the movie School Days,
yeah, like,
that was my life, yo. I came out here, you had Morris Brown, you had Clark, you had Morehouse, you had Spelman, all the schools in one. It was like party every day. It was crazy, man.
How did you adjust coming from from New York to Atlanta? Like, was it, I know a lot of people from New York actually came to the AUC. But how did you adjust?
Well, my family, like I got family.
Oh, they from the South, yeah.
Yeah, so like I would come back and forth to Atlanta when I was a kid, like maybe 2-3 times. I had cousins that live out here. So like when I was in New York and I'm playing Outkast's first album and Goody Mob, my people like, yo, what is this crap? You know what I'm saying? What is that? AT-Aliens, like Southern Player Liberty, these fake pimps. Like New York was clowning me for that. You know what I'm saying? They were clowning me. And I was never the New Yorker to come to Atlanta and try to say like people from the South is slow. I used to hate that. I was never that person. I love the South. So like, but I went to Morris Brown. So like the majority of the people that went to my school was from Atlanta. Like Morris Brown is like it's a private school and they give you a chance. You know what I'm saying? If you had a 2.5 or 2.0, they wasn't really tripping. You know what I'm saying? They just want to help you get an education. So a lot of people from the A. So that's where I built my Atlanta roots at. It was in Morris Brown. And then adjusting was easy, man. I just didn't disrespect nobody and did my thing, you know?
Your background being originally from Brooklyn in the 80s, what was the hottest artist?
90s, man. I ain't that old.
You said you came up in the 80s. That's what you said.
I was a baby.
That's what you said. Your first take of hip hop was in the 80s. I'm only quoting you, sir.
All right, I'm just playing with you, man. Nah, go ahead, finish it.
Who was like the hottest artist you seen that like really made you want to get into the business
when
at
I
that
was
time?
In New York?
Yeah, when you were in Brooklyn.
Yo, listen. Like I said, I interned at Hot 97, man. I seen Jay-Z come through. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen all the cats, Dame Dash. I got funny stories. I don't know if I could, like, I'm trying to tell you, man, I got stories, man.
I would like to hear it.
Oh, man, let me see if I could. Oh, nah, man. Yo.
I'm like, Angie.
My job at the Hot 97, I was answering the phones, taking requests. So they get their data by calling. Hey, can I get a request? Hey, can I get a request? So I would type it in, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, run to the store, stuff like that. And what she would do is she would give me like, you know, money for train fare. She'd give me a couple dollars, stuff like that, feed me, whatever. But like when I was up there, that's all I wanted. I just wanted to be there. So I didn't care about no money, even though I was running around working my ass off. I didn't care. But just being around like Puffy and all of them, it just like, dang, I could do this. You know what I'm saying? That's all. But the starstruck though, like when Janet Jackson came through, yo, she's amazing, yo. So when I saw her, I was like, damn. Yeah, I gotta be up in here. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be in this music industry, man.
Yeah. Janet was the one that was like sold it for you.
Yeah. But you gotta understand, like, I done seen Jermaine Dupri come through and he was buzzing out here in Atlanta. He used to come up there all the time. So like, just, you know.
And then taking all of that fuel and coming to Atlanta during a time where, you know, certain things were buzzing, right? What, you know, you went to school actually with a lot of people, because I mean, we get a lot of people on the podcast who went to Clark, or a lot of people went to Clark. A lot of people went to Morris Brown and Morehouse, etc. Did that help you like start to build that network in the music business and entertainment business, would you say?
Yeah, facts. Like,
for sure.
Like, when I first got out here, all right, I'm gonna go into the. Let me start off with this. When I first got out here, I tried to intern for like Def Jam South. You know what I'm saying? Ran up in there, try to hand in my resume. It's like, yeah. Come back the next week. Yeah. Like, you gotta be persistent, man, with these industry folks, because they be busy, man, and they don't be trying to, because they got 100 people trying to be down with them and stuff like that. So I used to come every week, like knocking on the door. The lady name is India. So one time I came in there, I knocked on the door, right? They was so tired of me. So she was like, she squeaked, she opened the door a little bit, and there's a garbage can like right there. So I came in my resume, and I looked down. I'm like, oh, yo, it's like 5 of my resumes in the trash can. So I was like, oh, shorty tried to play me. All right. Yo, so I heard Ludacris was having a video shoot one time. And my man DJ Red Alert, He's like a world famous DJ in New York and really worldwide. You know what I'm saying? He helped break this thing called hip hop. Yo, if you don't know, please look up DJ Red Alert, man. He's from Harlem. He's an OG.
How'd you link with him?
Doing this thing. When I interned at Hot 97, he took me under his wing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like 17. My man got me in the club. You know what I'm saying? I'm in NY. You know what I mean? Bottle of Moet, all like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But he looked out for me, man. That was my man. That's my God.
And what's his significance for people who don't know, especially like the younger people that are listening, what's his significance to hip hop?
Where's the camera at, man?
Right here. Here.
Check this out, man. If you don't know who DJ Red Alert is, man, and you are a DJ or you are a rapper in hip hop, man, please follow this guy. He is an OG, man. One of the coolest DJs in the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, like it kills me how people don't know who this guy is. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man was playing music. Yo, I've seen this guy turn down money. Like, I'm sitting there at my desk. People coming in the radio stations trying to bribe this guy. Yo, I seen him turn, no, I'm cool. I don't need your money. Yo, this man was playing records because he loved it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's all I can say, man. We go to the clubs, people get this man, nah, I'm cool. If he ain't like your record, he wasn't playing it. He don't care who you are. Your man, that's his man. Yo, you my, I heard him in conversations. Yo, yeah, you my man. Yeah, we cool, but yo, man, your record's trash. Man, I can't play that, right? I'm like, damn,
that's
dog.
real though.
Yo, like, for real.
That's
and
real,
he was
though.
the man. He broke a lot of records. He broke the Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, everybody you could think of, man. Crazy.
That's fire.
That's my man, yo.
That's what's up. So definitely Hot 97 got you right before you even got down here.
Yeah.
So the ladies like throwing your resumes away.
Yo.
At Def Jam South. Let's get back to that. Ludacris video shoot.
So that got me hot, right? So I'm like, yo, I got to do this, man. I got to get in this industry. And you know what I'm saying? So Red Alert comes down. He's like, yeah, I know my man Jeff Dixon. That he's Ludacris' manager. Roll with me to the video shoot. And then I'm going to see what's up. I'm going to try to plug you. So we go down there. He introduced me to Jeff, Shaka Zulu. And then he's like, yeah, man, my man just moved out here, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Get him up in there, let him do his thing. He's like, yeah. But it still took me a couple weeks to still try to, even with the plug, I still had to maneuver and all of that. But when I got in there, I would see Scarface in there every day.
How did you finally get in there, though? Like, what was the play? Persistence? Just is that persistence?
Yeah, like once like I got that call, once I got that plug, I went up there, like, I just kept going back. Yo, Jeff told me to come through. Like, yeah, man, Jeff say he on the way. Yeah, it's my man, yeah. So eventually they let me start coming through. I would come in, yo, let me just grab some flyers. I'm going to pass them out for free. Grab a box of flyers, come back 2 days, 3 days. Yo, you see those records? They just sitting there. I'm not even trying to hang out in the office. Yo, just give me the box. Come back. Yo, anything you need? Like, I was not playing no games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how would you say Def Jam South influenced the scene in Atlanta, like when that happened, or just like describe the energy that was happening in Atlanta during the time that there were like these labels, and they actually had offices here at that time. Because we actually talked to Jason, who was interning there for them, and Jeff Dixon when they had DTP. So that was
I mean, like, I was interning, so I interned there for a year, man. I was actually, a whole year without getting paid, and I was going to school. Like,
how often were you going up there? Just every day?
Man, I would go there every day, man. I was going there every day, showing my face, passing out flyers, CDs, hanging around, making phone calls. Everybody that come through, I was just letting people know, see my name, see my face. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was in there every day, like I worked there, and I wasn't getting paid none. And then not only there, I was going out at night, though. That's the thing. I was going there, running around in the office, handling a little paperwork business, be on conference calls and all that other crap. Mm-hmm. Go home, go to sleep, do my homework, go out to the club at night, hit 2-3 clubs, giving out vinyl. This is when vinyl was in the clubs. And CDs, yeah, both. Vinyls and CDs. More CDs. Mm-hmm. And I'm out there busting my ass. I gotta pay for gas, I got bills, you know what I'm saying? I gotta pay sometimes to get in the club. Mm-hmm. But I was hungry, man. I was trying to do this. But before I go on into that, let me tell you the reason. Let me just say this to the camera and all that. Camera right there, yo. Listen, let me tell you my experience of why I say I've always had this no job, no 9 to 5. 9 to 5s ain't me. I never had a job, right? Actually, I did have a job, but I didn't have a job. Let me explain that. I was working at Macy's in Lenox Mall back in the day when I was a freshman in college, right? Mm-hmm. So now I'm in there busting my ass because I was basically trying to save up to get some clothes. Like, a nigga wanted to get fly. So I was basically spending my check on clothes because they would give me like 20% discount and all that.
Right.
So I was doing overtime, all of that, man. I remember one time it was like Thanksgiving. I didn't even go see my family. I just wanted to work, make some money. I was making $7.25 at that time, right? Here's where they try to play me. I'm working mad overtime, Christmas. I remember one time, it was like Thanksgiving, I didn't go. I didn't go to see my family. I'm working. Christmas one time, I didn't go. That was all like November, December. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm working mad overtime, all of that. I remember open to close, like every day. All right. So I go to the register and it's early. It's like 10 in the morning. Nobody's there. It's a couple of the workers. We all in college. We all chopping it up, right? So say like this is us right here, right? We all just around the register just talking like, there's nobody there. We just chopping it up. So then the manager come, right? This old white lady, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? She just come through. Hey, what y'all doing around here? I don't pay y'all to be congregating around the register and to get to work. Y'all need to be doing... Yo, she just blacked out on us. And I'm like, yo, who is this lady talking to like that?
Right.
Yo, you serious? Yeah, I was pissed off the whole day. Went, took a 2-hour lunch break, all that. Right? I'm pissed off the whole day. Like, I'm going home mad. I'm like, yo... we ain't, like, just nobody there. So the whole time when she screamed on me, I was, like, folding clothes. I was unfolding them and then folding them back just to act like I'm working.
Doing something right.
I'm like, yo, no, this is not for me, right? Mm-hmm. All right. I let that slide, right? Second time, because I was working mad overtime and they was like, damn, this guy is really working because I was handling business. The manager came and she was like, yo, go downstairs. HR want to see, not HR, anyway, there's some department or whatever where they do the paperwork or whatever. So I get into the office, I sit down, she's like, yeah, we're going to give you a raise. I'm like, what? Oh, snap, yo, I'm about to get a raise. 25 cents. Yo, they played me, dog. Are you serious? I risked my family. I didn't even go see my family to work at this crappy ass job. So instead of $7.25, I'm getting a raise. I'm getting $7.50. Yo, man, fuck a job. Fuck a 9 to 5. I'm not doing this shit no more. Fuck you. Hell no. So that's when I went and got the Def Jam South and I worked. I said, yo, I want to do something I like. And I don't want to feel pressured like that. And I was working for free and feeling happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was enjoying myself working for free, my nigga. Like, this shit was crazy.
That's the moment you realized that you choose purpose over...
I was my true purpose, to work in this music industry because I love hip-hop. Mm-hmm. It's my passion. I'll die for this shit, bro. Like, for real. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but hip-hop is my life. The way I walk, the way I talk, the way I move. Yo, I'm not playing with this, man.
It doesn't sound crazy.
All right.
It doesn't. It's a lot of people that feel the same way. That's why we work in hip-hop. I'm curious to know, like, prior to Def Jam South, or I mean, I guess after Def Jam South, what happened next? What were you like? Did they end up bringing you on to the team, like promotions team?
All right. Look, right? Of course, you know what I'm saying? You young, you trying to get in the game. I worked a whole year. So I finally was like, yo, man, I can't take it no more, man. What's going on, B? Like, yo, what's up? So I waited till the Luda used to do this thing called Luda Weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So
You still do it.
okay, yeah. So I waited. I was like, yo, man, you know what? I'm gonna front on them because the last Luda Weekend, they was busting me around. They was bossing me around. Yo, man, pick this trash up, man. Yo, man, yo, flip them hot dogs over there. They had me like, I'm like, yo, I ain't even getting paid for this, but I was doing it. And yo, they wore my ass out, man. So I said, all right, this time I'm gonna get their ass, right? I started complaining one day, yo, man, I ain't doing none of that. Man, I started stop coming to the office. They like, yo, man, where Malcom at? Man, there we go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I was like, yo, fam. I was complaining to my man, Sean Elude. He used to work there. I was like, yo, fam, I've been here a year, bro. I'm not getting paid. You got Luda Weekend coming up. Y'all want me to go find a team to help out, and I'm not even getting paid. And you want me to tell them they not getting paid? No, it's the rap. So they started scrambling, and then they had a meeting with the office in New York. Mm-hmm. Yo, I'm gonna tell you a true story. They had that meeting, and then I got a call from one of the directors. I ain't gonna say his name. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, what's your address? What's your checking account number? Da-da-da-da, all this other crap. So I gave it to him. I didn't know what he was talking about. Yo, within like 3 days, I got a check for $3,000.
Wow.
And I was like 18 at the time. And I was still in school. So I got a check for $3K. I'm 18. And yo, that shit, it was crazy. Like, I went and cashed that bitch. I said, yo, give me all 20s, man. I want my shit looking fat. And that was the time I had a fake ID. I came to Atlanta with a fake ID. I forgot to tell you that. When I came to Atlanta, let me tell you, I already had bread. Like, I came to Atlanta, I was a freshman in college, and I had about $3,500 in my pocket. I came to Atlanta. I had a cell phone. This is before cell phones was like really popular. I had a StarTech, a flip phone like Noriega and them used to talk about. I came out here with a flip phone. I came out here with one of them portable camcorders, the little small ones. I mean, yeah, they're small now, but back in the days, they were like dumb
huge,
big.
yeah.
I came out with that, and I had 35 in my pocket. I was eating Wing Zone every night. I was eating Steagles. That's when Steagles was popping. I was eating Steagles. I was never eating the canned food. I was ordering Domino's, all that. I was balling, yo. I had bread. Then on top of that money went gone after a couple months. So that's really how I maintained for that year, though. I forgot, yeah, not a whole year, but it definitely helped.
For a few months, yeah, into it.
And then, what were we talking about?
We was talking about, I actually lost my train of thought too. You were talking about getting that $3,000 check.
Oh, yeah. So I got a $3K check, man. I went to Magic City, man. I had the fake ID.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm saying? I was in Magic City.
You did not go to Magic.
What? Yo, I had a fake ID. When I came to Atlanta, a freshman, my man T, who I knew from out here, he used to make the fake IDs. I got my whole dorm fake IDs. He charged him like $25.
Did you get a cut?
Nah, I didn't care. He gave me a free ID.
Oh, true.
So he made like a couple hundred. Everybody we was everywhere, man. I was calling cabs. I was going to the clubs. Man, yo, I lived a good life, man, for real. Yo, I was 18, Magic City, Club Nicky's, I was everywhere. 19, 20, I'm in these spots, for real.
So you finally getting paid from Def Jam South, right?
No. Yeah.
Def Jam.
No, that check was just for like the back pay.
So but I'm saying now are you getting paid?
Now I'm getting every month, though. I'm getting like $750 every month. You know what I'm saying? I'm still, now they really working my ass now.
Because you're getting a little check.
I'm getting a little check, but it was cool, though.
So after leaving there, or you decided to leave, I'm assuming you got another opportunity. You started working with Grand Hustle?
Yo, I bounced from over there because I had got a check. I got a phone call from my man Clay Evans. That's my OG. That's my guy. He was like, yo, man.
How'd you know Clay?
Yo, I used to see Clay out in the clubs all the time. You know, cool dude.
Yeah.
He always looked out for me, getting me in the clubs when I was young. You know what I'm saying? He always held me down. We just built a relationship off of being in the clubs. But he knew I used to be doing promo. So he so yeah, I met him and he was like, yo, man, T.I. got this new album, because this is when his first album really didn't do too well. So he had a new album called Urban Legend. They needed help. They wanted that shit to go platinum. So they wanted me to come in and do the streets for him. And that's when I think they were with Atlantic, and Atlantic gave them a nice little budget where they could get an office and all that other shit. So that's when I came in, and I remember that day like it was yesterday. Yo, they had a new office. I came in there. I met Hannah Kane. She taught me a lot. Jay Sajita. And I was getting a couple dollars over there. I had a good time. That was the first time I ever been on the road like that. That's the first time I've been on like the Chitlin circuit. That's what I knew what the Chitlin circuit was.
What's that?
That's them small towns like, listen, man, listen, with the camera. Yo, listen.
Well, it's this one. It's this one.
All right, listen. Any of you rappers out there, man, I'm telling you, man, y'all gotta start listening, man. Like, you want to make money, it's through the Chitlin circuit, man. You go and you network with all the promoters, all the radio stations in these small towns, from I-75 north, man. Listen to what I'm saying. You could go from Atlanta to Chattanooga, from Chattanooga to Knoxville, slide over to Nashville, go through Ohio. You know what I'm saying? You got Dayton, you got Cincinnati. All of that is on one highway, man. You could make $100,000 like in a weekend off of that shit, or in a week. Like they go to concerts during the weekday too. You could do some shit from Wednesday to Sunday. Niggas be lazy, man. Niggas don't know how to network. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of waiting for a promoter, if your song is buzzing in the city, instead of waiting for a promoter to book you, go to the damn city, rent the club out and book your own show. Get your door. Like, yo, it's crazy, man. These rappers be lazy, or they don't got no team. They don't know how to work.
Right. Yeah.
Yo, I seen T.I. do the Chitlin circuit, man. Yo, we was on that shit up and down, up and down. That's where Gucci Man go up and down, up, and that's where Yo Gotti, they kill that shit. Yo, them dudes is millionaires, straight cash. Ain't no checks, man. You get the front end, then you go in to get the back end. That shit is all cash. Niggas is millionaires off of that.
You eventually started working with, we were talking about that off the record, I forgot, but you started working with Deb and Maze Entertainment.
Yeah,
Maze Entertainment. What exactly were you doing with them, and was that after Grand Hustle?
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Like, how are you able to, like, my just seeing, like, your, I guess, a resume, how are you able to go from, like, these teams, like, these are, like, really staple teams?
Yo, because I'm that dude, man. Yo, listen, man. I'm really out here in these streets, man. Like, this is my life. Like,
why they call Malcom the mayor? Why they call you?
Because, man, like, I came up with that. You know what I'm saying? All that the mayor, all these people want to do all that. That's me, man. Because I know a lot of people, man. Like I said, man, my phone, I got about 5,000 contacts in my phone, yo. I got 75% DJs and promoters. These are my friends. These are my day ones, man. Like, I got a whole company. Yo, listen, I'm connected, man. So, but I'm not just going to be helping any or everybody. It got to make sense for me.
Right.
So what I'm saying is Def Jam South, Grand Hustle. I stayed over there. I worked the King album, Young Dro album, the PSC album, the Urban Legend album. I stayed over there for like 3-something years, and then we parted ways. I had left, and literally like the next day, I left from there, and then I called Coach K. I was like, yo, man, I'm a free agent. So the nigga was like, what? Yo, let me call you right back. They'll call me back in like 10 minutes. Yo, man, pull up to the CTE office, man. Young Jeezy got a new mixtape he dropping, bro. Holla at me, man, to come through. I was like, yo, I need this amount of money. He was like, man, we got you. Pulled up the next day, man. I met up with Coach K, Kinky B, and this is when Jade was working there. I don't know if y'all know Jade.
I don't.
Yeah, she a OG out here. She work with Big Bank Black right now. She's like duct tape. She run that shit over there. She do her thing. And Nick Love was over there too. So I told them, like, look, man, I'm not trying to take nobody's spot. This is what I do when I go to these companies, man. Anybody that's there before me, look, I'm in the street, bro. I could get this independent street money. I'm going to eat regardless. But, like, when I'm over here, I got my own thing. Y'all do y'all thing. I'm not going to step on y'all toes. I'm going to just do my own thing over here. You know what I'm saying? If you see me slipping up, yo, Malcom, hey. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not about to fight nobody for no job. I ain't doing none of that. So everything was cool. I worked over there with Jeezy. I worked the Streets is Watching his first, it's not his first, but I think it's like his second mixtape. The Trap or Die, definitely killed that. I had a partner at the time that was already with them named Karim. I don't know if y'all know Karim. He in the streets too. We did that, and then we did a bunch of stuff. And Jeezy, he's a real one, man. Jeezy definitely a real one.
Yeah. Why you say that?
Yo, man, when I first met Jeezy, right? Let me tell you how that shit is. I actually met him here. This nigga had a brand new, like, this shit was like a brand new coupe Beamer, like fresh tags. I'm like, damn, rims hooked up. I'm like, yo, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was, he had the shit hooked up. And then I seen him the next day, he had another car that was fly. I was like, damn, this dude really getting money. But the second time I met him, I met him here just to chop it up with him. Then he was like, because we was discussing money. He was asking me, yo, I got this project, man. I hear about you in the streets, man. Coach K vouching for you, man, so I know you good. Yo, how much you talking? And I told him my price, and he was like, that's it? Yeah. Come see me tomorrow. I'm going to be at the hotel. What's the hotel with this little circle shit with the little top?
Sundial? Where the Sundial is?
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know the hotel.
All right, yeah. He told me to meet him up there. So I go up in there. Now, he got the penthouse suite. Now, this shit smoked out. It's like 30 niggas in there, guns everywhere, weed everywhere. That nigga was doing it, yo. So I go in there and not him. Oh, yeah. I sat down with him, talked to him for like 30 minutes. And then his partner, Kinky B, like, them niggas gave me brown bag, yo. But I was like, yo, I need my check. You know what I'm saying? We talked the numbers. He gave me my money in a brown paper bag. Like, yeah, that's crazy. I never saw that. It was all cash. This shit had 5s, 10s, 20s. You know what I'm saying? I'm like counting this shit all night. But it was cool though. I enjoyed working with them guys, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, working with all of these, like, Atlanta heavy hitters from T.I., Luda, Jeezy, Gucci, Waka, okay. What you learned from being around each of these camps? I know you talked about the Chitlin. Is it Chitlin? Like that actually, like the food?
Chitlin circuit, yeah. I mean, that's since the 50s and 60s, since, like, Marvin Gaye and the Temptations.
I didn't know that's what it was called.
Yeah, it's called the Chitlin circuit. It's like, you know how you see I've never eaten chitlins, but I've seen them before.
They're disgusting.
It's like a long, so it's like the highway.
Got you.
It's like a long piece of, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like intestine. So that's the highway. Mm-hmm. So it's like the Chitlin circuit. It's a city on one highway.
Got you.
One highway.
So, but aside from learning about the Chitlin circuit, you were able to work with all these different camps. You were able to establish yourself as Malcom, you know, like the person you go to when you need some shit done.
Yeah.
What else were you learning being around these different camps?
I was learning, okay, here's another important, all right, listen. Keep your face card A1, man. Listen, I've been doing this all my life. I don't owe nobody no money. I never robbed from nobody, never stole from nobody. I don't owe nobody nothing. Mm-hmm. All my debts is paid. If I get hired to do a job, I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm calling you, texting, yo, man, I'm over here. Yo, did it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you, all that. Yo, Malcom ain't do none of that. I handle my business. And that's why I'm able to be out here like that, because they know they can depend on me. They know that I'm going to handle the job. I'm a network. Yo, Malcolm, you know such and such? Yeah. I'm going to send you his number now, or I'm going to plug you. I'm going to text. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could call me. I'm up at night, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. Like, I mean, I'm really about this life. Like, this is all I know. Like I said, I've never had a job. So, like, this is all I know. This is all I do. And I take it seriously. And another thing too, man, like, you know, another thing I learned, like, the people who don't deserve their positions always got them. Like, it's because they know somebody, or that's somebody's cousin, or they owe them a favor. And these guys don't know what they doing, man. And it's crazy, man. So, like, I keep my face card good. And that's really the main thing. But before, like, I wanted to get to Mazay. I worked with his dad. So, I got that job through Portia Kirkland. She used to work at Def Jam South. Mm-hmm. So we used to work together over there. So that's when she was over there. Now, when I came over there, Gucci was locked up. They was kind of like, they didn't really have nothing over there. They had Nicki with her first mixtape. That was creating a little buzz. The OJ was over there, but his joint was dying down a little bit. Gucci was locked up. And then she had, like, you know, the So Icy Boys and all that. But so it was really kind of slow. So I guess she brought me over there trying to work OJ the Juice Man stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let's get it popping. So I'm sitting in the office, and it's the lady who I'm working with, her name is India. Mm-hmm. So I see this big, tall ass nigga with some dreads and shit, nigga pants hanging all the way down below his butt. I'm like, yo, who is this dude? Hey, man, what's up, man? It's Waka Flocka, man. I'm like, who the fuck, Waka Flocka? Like, I'm making fun of this. Like, what the kind of name is that, bro? What you doing, man? Where you from, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga had gold fangs and all that. Yeah, I'm like, yo, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? So, and then I also met Slim Duncan at the same time. So okay, I'm out working the OJ stuff. Then I'm like, oh, and then he passed me a CD. He gave me, said, hey, man, this is my stuff, man. Check me out. You know what I'm saying? I rap too. I'm Miss Dead. That's my mom. I'm like, okay, cool. So he gave me the song with Oh, Let's Do It on it. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'm listening to, you know, the new OJ stuff, and then I'm listening to this Oh, Let's Do It. I'm like, yo, hold up, man. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me try this out. So I'll go to the different clubs and tell the DJs to play, and they was fucking with the pardon me. They was messing with the Let's Do It. So I started circulating that song around, and in certain parts, he had his own crew. Like, he had the South Side, he had like the North Side a little bit too. Mm-hmm. But I had Atlanta, like I had the strip clubs and stuff like that. So we kind of meshed in together, and then I just put the full court press on that joint, and that shit blew up, man.
That's crazy.
It was me, and it was Waka and his crew, all his whole crew, and them niggas used to terrorize Atlanta, man.
Oh, I already know.
Yo, man, rolling with them was crazy, man. I learned a lot hanging with them guys too, man. But yeah, man. And I would just also want to say, man, out of all the artists I worked with, man, Waka was definitely one of the coolest, man, and one of the most genuine. And he's a good dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what's up. I just saw him recently with the Boiler Room show they had here, and it felt like, Oh, Let's Do It just came out. Same energy, same fun, like, for sure. That was a big record. So, before we kind of wrap, I just really wanted to know, like, because, I mean, at this point, you're in it. You're still in the streets. You're actually still promoting records, still marketing to the DJs, and, you know, getting these records played. But I'm sure there's a different way to work a record today than it was then. Like then, or is it a different way to work a record than it was back then?
Yeah, it's definitely all right. Here's my take on this, man. Now, with Atlanta, it's different. All these other cities, man, these you gotta, okay, look, you have the internet and then you got the streets, right? Right now, back in the days, it was the streets that was winning, and then the internet just came in and now it's winning. But like when you was with the streets, right? You didn't need radio. Radio was kind of dying down. So all you had to do was take care of the streets, and then the radio gonna follow, and then you good. Mm-hmm. Now it's a little bit different. The radio is coming back, and the internet is dominating everything. So as far as the internet, I mean, if you like a weirdo, you skateboard, and you got purple dreads, you got a band, like if you are weird, you know what I'm saying? You're a drug head, you popping pills, you gonna win because you're something different. And a lot of those cats are they're not from major cities and stuff like that. They from like Trippie Redd is from like what? He's from like Columbus, Ohio or something.
Yeah, I think he's from Ohio.
Yeah, so like they win off the internet because that's really all they got. Their city is not really popping like that. But in Atlanta, you got the streets, you got the strip clubs. It's easy to pop off in Atlanta because you got different avenues and different ways to go out here. So I would say now is the easiest part because you can get the streets. Then from the streets you get to the radio, and then the radio that'll lead to the internet. And you got the best of both worlds when you get all three. Some of these rappers just want to do one thing, and they think they only got to focus on one thing, and is you messing up your money like that. Then you're gonna be a one-hit wonder, and then you wondering why like
you can't get a follow-up.
You can't get a follow-up because you don't know the inside. It's like it's a prism. I mean, it's a pyramid, man. It's a structured game. That's what these labels are. That's how these labels are winning, and these labels are coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm seeing it for myself. Like the whole time I was in the streets, I'm working with these small little sub labels. Now I'm at a $1 billion company. You know what I'm saying? I'm really seeing the game, man. And I've seen these rappers get these deals and mess it up. And I'm like, damn, how you mess this up?
Right.
A label is a machine. You got everything at the tip of your one phone call. Your manager should be able to call up any label that they're signed to and say, hey, I want GQ. Boom. Make that happen. And it's done. Yo, we need the studio for tomorrow. Da, 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 da. They locking it in. You got everything on. You know what I'm saying? But these rappers, man, they get lazy. They don't want to work. The promo tours are to set you up to come back and get more money. They like promo tours. When you go to a different city, they probably don't know you, but you got rocking the stage, and then they getting to know you. So they're like, damn. They're going to start downloading. They're going to start Shazamming your music, looking you up on YouTube. The radio, you know what I'm saying, might start playing your record. And then the promoter's going to give you that call. Hey, how much you going for? Come back to the city. We're going to throw you $5K. Like, these rappers don't want to do none of that, man. And it's you know, it's crazy, man. And then everybody can't be a Master P, a Young Dolph. Yo, man, them dudes had money to operate. You know what I'm saying? That money, that fast money and stuff like that shit is dead now, man. All that, yo, man. Yeah, I could go on for days about that, man. Like these kids are broke, man. They don't have no money. You know what I'm saying? So, like, people want to believe in that facade, like how Master P and all that. Yo, them days is over with.
So what do you suggest?
Yo, man, I suggest, okay. You need to get your music tight, get it right. Put it on all platforms. Perform wherever you can perform. Go to all these, build you a team. All these dudes that's rolling your weed up and doing all this other stuff, man, put them dudes to work. Tell them to go to the club and have the DJ play the records. Go to the strip clubs. Go to these colleges, all of that. Still press up CDs. I go to these other markets, man. People still got CD players in their cars. Like, this is a small town. They only got like one radio station, but it's 10,000, 5,000 people in that town. Shit, that's money. Go to that little club that they got. Go get $5K off that. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Get on your Twitter, get on your Instagram. I mean, it's simple. You got to do everything. Try to go to the radio station, get some interviews. Network, man. Get out there and network. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to think you could be, and now I'm independent. You independent and you broke. You don't got no money. So yeah, you independent and your records ain't going nowhere.
Right. Definitely. You have had quite the journey as, you know, the man who's promoting these records, the person who, you know, is connected to the DJs, connected to people in the industry, what would you say to somebody who is like trying to get their foot in the door? Like your last piece of advice, because you've given a lot of gems already, but we like wrapping up a little bit now. I just want to know what you would tell that eager freshman that came down here to the AUC that was just like Malcom, like got the persistence, you know, got the consistency in their work ethic, but they don't know exactly how to get their foot in the door.
As far as the music industry?
The music industry. No, music industry. Just like they want to be behind the scenes like you. They want to do they don't know what they want to do, but they know they want to be in the music industry.
All right. Well, now times have changed. So look, you gotta get you some money, get your job, thug it out with a roommate or something, save your money, chill with the you know what I'm saying? You don't need no Benz right now, man. You get that Honda, that 98 Honda Accord. You know what I'm saying? You got to thug it out, man, because they don't, listen, this is a secret society, man. You know what I'm saying? This thing is like this. You either in the circle or you outside the circle, all right? You can't just come in the circle, like, you know what I mean? You can't just do that because it's all about trust. Like, you around the artist, bro. Like you around the artist. Like this artist is worth $1 million. We're not just about to bring anybody over here to be hanging around us. You could get us in trouble. You could mess the bag up. So it's all about trust. That's why you have to intern. You have to work for free. Pull up on these cats, man. Yo, hey, my name is such and such, man. Look, man, I'm willing to work for free, man. What's up? What you need? And be persistent. Like I said, I was knocking on that door every day. So my joints in the trash can. I'm like, yo, what's up? Oh, you think it's a game? Now I'm going to pull up on your boss now. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, let me in the door now. I'm in the building. I'm not playing with these cats, man. This is my life right here. I'm not playing.
That's real.
Let me in the building, man.
That's
I'm
real.
out here. And I'm out here, man. I got no kids. Look, I'm not playing around, man. I sacrificed a lot for this shit, man. Mm-hmm. And now, like you got no more questions?
I have plenty of questions, but we're running out of time, so I wish I could talk to you longer.
So I'm going to wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up.
All right, look. I was in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
You're still in the streets.
I got a crib off this. Hip-hop has paid my bills since I've been living right now. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got no job. I got to clock in. Yo, man, push the clock. Yo, man, take your lunch break at 5. I ain't got to hear none of that, man. I was a boss. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a boss, though. But I got a corporate job now, but they still let me do what I want to do. You feel me? I got a crib. You feel me? I pay a mortgage. I got a car. You got these guys, man, they talking all this. They want chains and all that, but they ain't got no crib. Like, bro, you out here, bro, you ain't got no crib. You 45 and you got a roommate, dog. But you in the club popping bottles and all that? Come on, baby. Come on, man. It's crazy out here, man.
Malcom the mayor, y'all.
Yo, listen, last thing, man. I'm at Warner Records, man. I love it over there, man. I got my man Wild over there, Leroy, Los. They brought me over there, mix show. All my mix show DJs, shout out to y'all. I'm still in the streets. I'm out here.
Shout out to Malcom the Mayor right here. Tell them where they can find you on social media and get in touch with you if they want to, get their records popping.
Yo, Malcom the Mayor, Instagram, Twitter, all that, man. Catch me in the street, man. Catch me at Follies.
We didn't even get to Follies.
Oh, you
will see it when you follow him on Instagram.
Yeah. We kind of over the time, but yo, listen, man. Shout out to my Patchwerk crew, my man. You know what I'm saying? Banger, banger, banger. Banger, bang. You know what I mean? And we just had a good time letting everything out, man.
Thank you so much. You really did give us a lot of gems, and I hope that the people listening at home can share these gems and take something from this conversation. As always, you can find this podcast at IDM Podcast on all social media, as well as myself at Sammy Approved on all social media platforms. Thank you. Sonic.